Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 63 of the Sim Racing Show. And this week, Assetto Corsa EVO is firing direct shots at Gran Turismo 7 because the holy grail of 90s touring cars is coming, along with Spa, Red Bull Ring, a brand new tyre model, and finally, multiplayer. So is this Kunos taking aim at GT7's car culture crown? Are we watching the birth of the next big sim? We're going to speak about that in just seconds. But meanwhile, Le Mans Ultimate just made part of history, and apparently we could be part of it because live driver swaps are finally here with the first official 6-hour endurance race kicking off soon. Le Mans Ultimate are just not giving up. And while that's happening, Team Redline just casually walked away, listen to this, with another esports world title, $200,000 in the bag, and I bet you haven't even heard of it. What is going on with Sim Racing Esports? That's obviously Max Verstappen's team in sim racing. Also coming up today, Project Motor Racing adding a 700 horsepower GTR-powered monster built by the community. Automobilista 2 sells 200,000 copies in the Steam sale, but something doesn't quite add up for me. Roadcraft adds their stunning photo mode and new content on Race Room, which is free to try. And also a sim racer sending it in a real Red Bull F1 car at Goodwood. It's all kicking off. So it's happening. BMW E30 M3 is coming to Assetto Corsa EVO, and it looks like we're getting the best version for people in the know, the Sport Evolution. It's a modulation special built for Group A, built for DTM, and this trim, there were only 600 ever made, so 235 horsepower and rear-wheel drive. So it's going to be a great, fun car to drive. Now, Assetto Corsa fans will remember this car from the original game, including the drift and the race versions, but EVO is giving it a refresh in the new 0.3 Assetto Corsa EVO update, alongside the M4 GT3 EVO, the Dallara Stradale, and 6 still to be announced cars coming as well. Also in the update, Spa, Red Bull Ring, new sounds, new AI, but they keep talking about new AI. They actually need to deliver this time. New tyre model, but the big one, multiplayer. So yes, Assetto Corsa EVO Online is officially landing this month. Details are light, but it's a first step towards full racing sessions, and maybe based on the early test runs at the Spa 24-hour event, it could be legit. So there's no exact date, but it's expected in the next couple of weeks. I imagine they're making it so it's really going to be perfect, because Assetto Corsa EVO, the hype started here, and right now the reputation's down here. Like, they have not done a good job maintaining that hype at all. But EVO has its sights, in my opinion, really squarely focused on dethroning the king of sim racing, which is Gran Turismo 7. So is this EVO trying to kind of go after that GT7 car culture by adding these classic old cars? Can the multiplayer replace the stale dailies on Gran Turismo 7? What does Assetto Corsa need to do to become the sim to play? So let me know in the comments. I would also add, the biggest racing game on PlayStation right now is not Gran Turismo 7, it's actually Forza Horizon 5. So when open world comes for Assetto Corsa EVO, this is still the promise. EVO could be the biggest racing game in the world, but right now it basically doesn't really exist. Now this is big news because Le Mans Ultimate is finally rolling out one of the most requested features in their sim, that is live driver swaps, and the first official team races, dates have been confirmed, happening, save it in your diaries, 1st and 2nd of August. It's going to be the 6 hours of Qatar, and it's the first chance for everyone to jump into real endurance racing with teammates, taking turns behind the wheel, swapping drivers live in the pit lane using the in-game MFD, and battling out in full multi-class grids powered by skill-based matchmaking. Now, it's a test event. There's probably going to be loads of bugs, probably going to be loads of chaos, but that's the point. It's about gathering the data for this system. So you will need a team of at least 2 drivers, so you can't do it solo. You'll need to assign roles like driver, engineer, or manager. You can, if you pay for the extra Race Control Pro Plus subscription, upload your own livery, and then you need to register for one of the 6 slots running across both days. So there's going to be a cap of 38 cars per split with hypercar and LMGT3 classes, so I guess no LMP2. and 3 time slots each day to suit every time zone from LA to Tokyo. So it's just the start, they say. They say it's going to come to leagues, these driver swaps, leagues, championships, and more online events. But this is potentially a chance to be part of sim racing history. So let me know in the comments if you want to participate, and do 2 things. Firstly, join my Discord, www.simracingdiscord.com, to team up with people. And if you don't have Le Mans Ultimate and you're considering it, go to my link in the description at Instant Gaming, because I think it's now 41% off there, $24 with or without sales tax, and also Evo is 15% off, so about $23 as well. So before you buy any sim racing games, go check out instantgaming.com with my affiliate link, check if it's cheaper or not, and if it's cheaper, considering buying there. Big thanks to Instant Gaming for sponsoring this video, as they've been doing for the last few months. Now we're back to Max Verstappen's team Redline, because they've done it again. They've just secured back-to-back esports World Cups in sim racing with a $200,000 prize, but you won't have heard of it, right? Because it's on Rensport. So it's the esports World Cup on Rensport. They did it with a race to spare. There were some big teams in the final: Vitality, Redline, Virtus.pro, and there were some big teams in the competition. But I don't feel like it's getting the publicity that it needs. So I want to know from you in the comments, what does sim racing esports need to look like? Does it need to go to big cities? Does it need to be streamed, maybe co-streamed by streamers like myself? Does it need more advertising budget? Let me know in the comments. Now, this is a mad one. Project Motor Racing's first ever user-generated car has been confirmed, and it's a Praga Behemoth. So it's officially licensed from Praga. So that means fully approved physics, visuals, and integration across not just PC, but PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S on working day 1. When the all working day 1 when the game launched in November. But it's also this user-generated content. So it's more like console-friendly modded content with quality control, like Farming Simulator. No surprise maybe, because Project Motor Racing is using the very highly respected Farming Simulator engine. Not sure how that's going to go. And so we are seeing examples of these like fully licensed or brand collaborator approved assets. So will we see more like these? Will we have to pay for them? I don't know. This car does have a 700 horsepower Nissan GTR engine tuned by Litchfield, and it's just about road legal, I understand it, but it looks like an LMP too. So Top Gear's Ben Collins is consulting on the driving feel. There's lots of hype, there's lots of bluster, there's lots of shilling about Project Motor Racing, but it is launching in November this year, and it is coming on console. So look, we know we're all super honest here on the Sim Racing Show. Do you think it's going to be a flop, or do you think it's going to be a great sim racing game? Let us know now in July as I record this, and then we'll see how it looks like in November. What if we could go back in time and do the same thing about Assetto Corsa EVO? Now got some news about Automobilista 2, because yes, in the Steam Summer Sale, it sold over 200,000 copies according to developer Riser. That's massive, but there's a twist here that is not being reported, but I'm going to report on it, because the concurrent player numbers on Steam suggest that not many people are sticking with it. So even with the incredible VR performance, lots of content, and the crazy sale price, and by the way, do go check it out on Instant Gaming using my link below to see what the price is right now, it looks like a lot of buyers aren't actively playing it together at the moment. So maybe it shows that AMS2 has this kind of space where people want to buy it, want to have it in the library, but they want a bit more content, a bit more vibe, a bit more buzz about it. But I know whenever I talk about AMS2, I know that a lot of the AMS connoisseurs in the comments are going to let us know how good a game it is. Now, we waited a long time for this update, but Roadcraft has dropped a second big patch. In fact, I'm not sure we were waiting because I didn't know about it, but Roadcraft has dropped a second big patch, and it's got a photo mode, so you can create beautiful images of your vehicles in action. This is this game where you can like create roads and things using diggers and trucks and whatnot. And it's an interesting game. It's like a more of a chilled out game, maybe than sim racing. Also adjacent sim racing, American Truck Simulator, always launching content. The guys at SCS. Iowa DLC has landed. Yes, loads of fields because it's Iowa, but more DLC coming. There's also a brand new World of Trucks event coming with Iowa themed challenges and rewards. So SCS doing more of that, and I hope to be doing more Truck Simulator on the channel. Now, Race Room apparently have made it super easy to try Race Room if you want to try it, because the BMW M4 GT3 and Interlagos circuit are completely free to use in all game modes, including ranked online, That is going on until July 24. So if you've ever been curious about Race Room, now is the time. They are launching some hypercars in September, so keep an eye out for that. Now, Realism, Richard Burns Rally, the most realistic sim a lot of people, ever made. This has got a new stage in the latest Rally Sim Fans update. So it just dropped, and it's got Longview 2024 SSS using photogrammetry techniques in Blender. This mod team has got a absolutely mad stage now, and it seems to be that Richard Burns Rally is actually showing the true power of modding. Remember, Assetto Corsa EVO said no mods until full launch. Project Motor Racing is now doing some sort of mods at launch. Richard Burns Rally is becoming, all this longevity because of mods. So the modding position is interesting, different. Now, I do want to always update you on Sim Racing, Thrill Racing, and Sebastian Job, Red Bull Esports star, just got another chance to drive a real F1 car. So he did it at the Red Bull Ring last year, and this year he's been driving at the Goodwood Festival speed up the hill the 2012 Red Bull RB8 as part of the F1 75 parade. So going from sim racing to real racing, I think Jimmy Broadbent was also driving as well. And if you don't know, I've done some real racing real cars in Spain, all using my sim racing experience. Now let's go to Tokyo Extreme Racer, which has got a lot more intent. The latest early access update adds oil and water temp monitoring. So if you're redlining too hard, your car will hit safe mode and cut power. So it is optional, but if you leave it on, you get 1.5x cash reward. So I kind of love this, high risk, high rewards. And I was actually driving my car with the Tokyo Extreme Racer number plate. We'll put some photos up here. Let me know what you think about my car, which is a car that I drive in sim racing as well, in the comments. But thanks so much for joining. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already, and please share this episode with all of your friends so we can share the love of sim racing. I'll see you next time.